welcome back. Welcome back to Semper Fi. And speaking to my guest, Chief of Police, Sheriff Tony DeMeo. Okay? We just got done talking how he got into pretty much got the Navy as a heritage in your family.
Yes, and policing as well. My policing started back in the late 1800s. So we've been involved in, family's been involved in policing over 100 years. It's a kind of traditional type thing, But yeah, I joined the Navy when I turned 18. I joined the Navy, and I was, of course, sent to Great Lakes. Started my career in Great Lakes. In fact, it was interesting. I thought I signed up for a 4-year program, 4-year hitch, as they say. And
Right.
when I get my ID card, it had the expiration date was April 12th, 1972, and everybody else in our squad, they all expired in 4 years. And I went to my company commander and said, "There's a mistake here." And he says, "No mistake." And of course, they don't say things that way. They have other ways of putting you down and putting you in place. And there's usually some colorful language that's associated with that,
Oh.
But it turned out it was because I didn't sign up for the reserves. So it had USN, was regular Navy. It was a 2-year program, but that's what they had. So, of course, you'll go through boot camp, and you never know how long you march, how long you run. They just tell you to go run and march, and you just do what they tell you to do. And they send you a dream sheet, and you know what that is. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to spend your career in the Navy? And I don't know why they do that. I think that's they just say, you put your request down. They probably laugh. They go, "Look what this guy wants."
Yeah, they put the carrot in front of you.
Exactly. And
enjoy it, right?
And I wanted a PBR. I thought that was a patrol riverboat. That's what I wanted. I wanted a patrol riverboat. I wanted to be there. I didn't know why we were fighting in Vietnam. I knew we were in Vietnam, and we didn't have the same types of information we have today. But I knew it was because of a attack on USS Maddox back in August of 1964. That was a Vietnam, our involvement. The second attack, which turned out later to be not even occurring, but the first, there was an attack on when a Navy ship was doing a DeSoto exercise. And what that DeSoto was, they were listening to North Vietnamese chatter, and they were relaying that information down to South Vietnam. Information there. We weren't involved, and we were just advising at that time.
Yeah.
But anyway, the 2-year program, and I signed up for a PBR. I didn't get that. I signed up because I was a Trekkie. I signed up for USS Enterprise. Didn't get that. And then my third choice was you get your Blue Jacket manual. I don't know if you get that in the Marine Corps.
Oh,
but
we get
something similar to that.
Yeah.
I still got my Blue Jacket manual.
I still
actually.
got my field guide.
Right, how to fold your clothes, I still get
exactly.
that. And I looked at the pictures and I said, "Ooh, look, the Long Beach, USS Long Beach was a nuclear-powered cruiser." So I signed for that. I didn't get any of those. They, in the infinite wisdom of the United States Navy, with something only being short time, they sent me to A school, which was for storekeeper, and. So I get out of boot camp in June, waited in Newport, Rhode Island until September when A school started, graduated A school. They gave me my assignment on the USS Camden, which was a fast combat support ship. And the size of the ship, it's as big as a World War II aircraft carrier. It's a gigantic ship, and it's a supply ship. And I get sent out to the supply ship. Me and my friend Giacconi, he was from Utica, New York. Him and I went to A school together. He's a 4-year hitch man. I'm a 2-year guy, and we both get assigned to the Camden together. And it was a good tour. I mean, we home ported basically in Subic Bay. We get supplied, and we go over to Vietnam and supply the aircraft carriers and all the other ships that were there for whatever they needed. We carried, and what it was is like one-stop shopping. It was like a big Walmart. You go there for food, you go there for this, you go for that. And they came to us for food, fuel, bombs, ordnance, and for movies. And and being in supply, my job was to, once in a while, I would get the list of what the ship wanted, and then put that off to the side and label that for that particular ship, as part of the responsibilities we have. If it was a destroyer, I found out when I got there, aircraft carriers got the best food and they got the better stuff. Destroyers, those poor, it's a ship, but it spends more time underwater in rough seas than it does above water. It's like a submarine. And so I found that during my time, I would give them the best vegetables. I would give them chocolate milk because a week out at sea, chocolate milk was no longer. I'd give them chocolate milk. I'd give them all this stuff. I took better care of the destroyers than I did of the aircraft carriers because the aircraft carriers, it's a city in the ocean.
5,000 on those.
Yeah, and exactly, and they get better food. And these poor guys are suffering, everything that you can imagine on the sun being in a destroyer. But
especially going down to the showers when the water runs out.
Oh yeah, and exactly. And there was times when we actually had fresh water, and there was times we had ships that destroyers that had their fresh water plant went out, and we'd give them fresh water. We went out without fresh water ourselves on board the ship, but we could. The salvation unit would go out for them, but turning fresh salt water into fresh water. But we can recoup very, very quick. So without water for maybe a few days. But these destroyers, if their plants went out, they were done. They were done, and they weren't going to go. They weren't going back to Subic Bay or to port anytime soon because they had their missions they had to do.
Oh yeah.
So it was great. It was great, and we rescued. We actually did rescue, we had a couple of rescues. One, we rescued some Taiwanese sailors whose ship went down, and we rescued, there was 2 life rafts. One actually got eaten by sharks, one was attacked by sharks.
No kidding.
Yeah, and one we did able to save. When we were our watchman, our spotter on the ship, saw the raft. I mean, you just saw something off to the side, way off to our port side. We went over there and we found one raft. We found out from the captain who was on this raft that we rescued that there was another raft. And we did see sharks circling, so we actually our gunners had to go out there and shoot the sharks in order so we can go out and rescue this raft. We had to send our ship out, our boat out. The captain's yacht pretty much was to go out and rescue these people. In fact, it was interesting. The life raft was from Newark, New Jersey. I went, Newark. I felt like I was home because my city of enlistment was Jersey City, so I felt like I was just close. But
so how many people did you wind up saving off that raft?
It was about six.
Any idea how many people were?
There was 2 and probably about another 8. We don't know. It's kind of, we had a language barrier, but we knew there was another raft. We tried looking for it. We found. But it was nowhere in sight, and from what we can find out from having their captain interpreted was that it was very close by, and during the night it was right there. All of a sudden they saw the sharks, and the raft was no longer
that's
around.
Something.
Yeah, but it was like I said, I had a great service career, and then after I was mustered out, I joined the Navy Reserve because we were still at war with Vietnam, and I was only in for 2 years, so I signed up to the local reserve unit. And as soon as I signed up, I took the test for E4 and E5 along with seamen. So I was a seaman when I left the regular Navy. I was getting ready to be made E4, but my service time had ended, and so when I joined the reserves, I was promoted to an E4, and then of course I served in the reserve unit, and then I served the point of destroyer. For our 2 weeks every year engagement.
Right.
I got this destroyer, the USS Fisk, which was actually in Vietnam, and they very are small boats. I'm glad I took good care of them, but now I really felt bad for the guys because they're in these tight quarters, But it was a good service, and you made the best of it. Gave me a good start as far as what I wanted to get. Gave you a chance to get your head straight what you wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Everybody thought I was going to go automatically being a police officer. I wanted to be an architect. But after service in the Navy, when I came back, I was still 20. I had to wait till I was 21. When I became 21, I signed up for the test for Jersey Police Department.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. That's something else. You got to show your book. I like the crest on it.
Yeah, the Camden. From New Jersey, actually, was a ship that was actually,
That's your boot camp book, or your?
Yeah, actually, this is the Navy book. This is from the Westpac, 1970 to 1971.
You got to show that crest, though.
Oh, this is. Hopefully, it doesn't reflect too much on the lighting that's here. There you go. But that's the crest of.
Yeah, then you got to.
There you go.
Rare picture. See what you looked like back in the day.
Back in the day, actually when I had dark hair before I did
At least
marry.
you had hair, all right?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but if you can get this picture right here, this is
Bottom middle one.
this is the one right here. If you can get that, that is me. When they took picture was taken 5 days when I reported to Camden to get ready for their yearbook, and so this is moi back then when I had darker hair, and actually,
Well, this job wouldn't give you gray hair.
but it was, like I said, it was a good service, and I actually kept in contact with one of the guys from the Camden, a friend. He was a snipe, he was in the he was in engineering, called him snipes, and we kept in contact with each other. Now, with the way things are going now with the internet, we have I signed up for this Camden, the blog they have there, and we keep in contact now with fellow people. I'm finding out that some of the guys that I served with, one of the guys that was in a storekeeper, he stayed on. He went into the Navy SEALs.
Really?
Which is very honorable service.
Yeah, it is.
It is very honorable. Those guys are, elite special forces and of the special force. I don't want to upset any Army people out there, but being in the Navy, you got to take pride in you. You got to take pride.
Right?
You have to take
the
pride.
Marines have the recon. So,
Marines have recon.
We got ours.
Exactly. So everybody has theirs. But it was serving the country. Is an honor and privilege, and I honestly I wish everybody
People
could
need
do
to
that.
know that freedom isn't free. It's at a
freedom
cost.
isn't free. Exactly, it's always at a cost, and we need men and women to serve, and we have
And it's
brave.
an honorable profession.
It is.
It doesn't do anything wrong to you except it grows you up fast.
Yeah, and I'm glad I went. I wasn't a troublemaker, but I didn't know what I was going to do in my life. And honestly, a lot of people didn't know. I was a high school dropout. At 19 years, ninth grade, I dropped out of high school.
Wow.
We went to, because of divorce, went back and forth. I went to 22 schools between kindergarten and ninth grade.
Jeez.
And so I did I dropped out. I was helping my mother with, because she was having a hard time with the finances. I dropped out to help her. But in the Navy, I took the GED.
Right.
And then what I did is, in the Navy, I actually went to the Army and Navy Academy in Carlsbad, California, because GEDs were not recognized as by a lot of people in that time as being an honorable high school diploma,
not accredited or whatever
not
you call
accredited,
it,
right? And some people wouldn't hire you if you had a GED. And I found this out by other sailors. But I went to Army and Navy Academy and graduated the Army and Navy Academy from Carlsbad, California. Very noble and honorable, prestigious academy.
I used to be stationed out in California, Camp Pendleton.
Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go, Marine. That's hoorah.
What was the Navy's motto other than the anchors away?
Yeah, anchors away. Are we there yet? Or are we hitting port?
Are we there yet? Huh?
Are we there yet?
I have something for you that you might like.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's a little Navy chip.
Oh yeah, a Navy chip. Actually, I was surprised. A Navy. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service, and thank you for recognizing the Navy at the flag there. I appreciate that.
Not a problem. It's like I said earlier, we all serve under the same flag.
That's right. We all serve the same country.
Branches. This is what the show was about. I want veterans on the show to talk about, just like Tony did, what you want to talk about. Everybody's got a story. I want to hear your story, and I want to share it with everyone else. So I thank you for your service as well.
I appreciate yours. And I know you were in Kuwait.
Yeah, I was over there for a while, sweating. That's why it's no different out here.
Well, it's a dry heat. In Southeast Asia, it was a wet heat.
Yeah. Same when I was in the Philippines. I know. It's like I said, the Navy's great. In fact, we were around the island of Hunan. A lot of people didn't know. I didn't know what the island of Hunan was. It was it was Chinese, but we used to write of navigation exercises as well, freedom of navigation. So, a lot of things people don't know about the Navy. So, hopefully next time you get a Navy guy, they can talk about that. Hey, well, I'm hoping after today's show that we start getting more people to come and follow your lead.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in with us, and hope to see you next week at the same time. Semper Fi.